Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to do a little brutal, honest Yankee talk, okay? Bear with me to the end. If you're going to watch any of these videos, watch this one to the end because I want your honest feedback on a couple things that I'm going to bring up, okay? I'm going to call out some stuff that I think is unjustified, or what I'll just call bullshit. And people are welcome to agree with me, disagree with. Obviously, I mean, your different perspectives is what makes this channel better, and I appreciate them. Whether you're new, whether you've been with me from the beginning, it doesn't matter. I appreciate all the feedback, and it's always welcome on my channel. I am not all-knowing. I'll never claim to be. And just because you disagree with me on something doesn't mean you're wrong and I'm right. Okay? What doesn't mean if you have to feel a certain way because I feel that way or blah blah blah. That's fantasy land. Other people can believe that. I don't. Okay? But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call out the Yankees for something, and then I'm going to defend them on something. Okay? And you guys and gals let me know what you think. By the way, if you like this type of stuff and good Yankee content, baseball content, just straight up honest videos on a consistent basis, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and hit the notification so you don't miss videos. There's still a lot of stuff to happen before the season begins. I'm going to be putting this stuff out on a regular basis. But live streams, breaking news, post-game recaps, all that type of stuff, particularly as it pertains to the Yankees, you'll find it here. With that, let's get into this, okay? I'm calling out the Yankees out in something right now. 21 games. We just found out yesterday, too. It's all over the place now. And I will link an article down below so you can read it and decide how you feel yourself if you haven't yet heard about this. 21 games for the Yankees this year are going to be streamed exclusively on Amazon Prime Video. That means people have access to regular MLB stuff or Yes Network, especially in the local areas near Yankees Stadium, are not going to be able to watch the games unless they have an Amazon Prime Video membership. Okay? Now, how many memberships do people need to watch their favorite team? This, to me, is the epitome of corporate greed, or just greed. Okay? People struggle enough already. Okay? And now you're paying a lot of money for tickets, merch, parking, transportation to the game, souvenir, whatever it is, concessions, $25 for freaking chicken wings and fries, or whatever it is, right? And now the Yankees are trying to siphon more money out of their fans? That, to me, stinks. It's just like setting up these social media platforms, calling them truth and honesty, and it's all lies and propaganda, just as a way of getting money out of people so they can hear the things that they want to hear. Okay? That's why I call that propaganda out, just like I call out certain folks, certain situations, I should say. And I'm going to call it out today. All right? But this is the type of stuff, this stinks on the Yankees' part, okay? How much money do you guys need? You're swimming in profits already. How about making it more affordable for fans so that you can fill the stadiums up instead of having so many empty seats, especially behind home plate? When you watch it on TV, you don't see all these empty places. Make it affordable for fans and families and everybody else. Okay? How about that? Is that unreasonable for us to ask, regular people to ask? I'm on the fan side 100% here, and I think it sucks. This has Hal and the ownership written all over it. This is not a Cashman or a Boone thing, in my opinion. And people can levy criticism towards them when it's justified. Of course, absolutely. There's situations where they deserve it. So, and I don't deny that. But this has nothing to do with those guys. Okay, so that's my calling out the Yankees. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Recently we heard, Brian Cashman addressing the media, and one of the questions they asked him was about the 13-year Yankee drought and what he thought about that, okay? First of all, he didn't volunteer this information. He isn't just going around saying this, blaming people. They asked him, and he gave his insight. And one of the things he said, the main reasons, was the Astros cheating scandal in 2017. He felt that the Yankees had a championship caliber team. Okay? A lot of other people felt that way too. So, and he called out their cheating scandal. But so many people, whether it's, content creators or YouTube GMs or Twitter GMs or social media geniuses, he's making excuses, this, that, attacking. Meanwhile, the Dodgers did the same exact thing. The Red Sox did the same exact thing because those are the three main teams that were screwed out, at least publicly, by screwed by the Astros publicly, okay, on a regular basis. And I'm going to put an article where Cody Bellinger talks about it. And he accuses them of stealing their chance for a title, where the Red Sox do the same thing and admit they didn't do enough to stop the Astros cheating, which is a very public scandal that everybody knows about. I'm going to link those articles down below, just like I'm going to link the article about the Yankees and partnership with the paid streaming service for 21 games. I'm going to link that down below too. So if you haven't seen these or heard of them, you'll have them now at your disposal. So you can read them and watch them, okay? So you can see for yourself. And but this is like a lot of folks are attacking him. And again, people are welcome to attack him, criticize him. I do the same thing. I call out Hal, I call out Randy Levine, I call out players and whatever else when I think it's justified. But I'm going to defend him where I think it's justified here. Rather than attacking the guy, calling him names and all these things, have him on your channel if you can ever get him on it. Right? Let him defend his position openly rather than just calling him names or I don't know, is this an original thought? Are you reading someone else's propaganda talking points and running with their information? Or are you just hearing things that you want to hear because you don't like Cashman? Or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. That's why I'm asking. I want some feedback in the comments down below. Brutal, honest feedback. Okay? I don't think Cashman's the greatest. I call him out. But a lot of people accuse me of being Brian Cashman's spokesperson. That's baloney, okay? People that know me know I call it both sides on a regular basis. Okay, take a look at the videos on my channel. You'll see it yourself. So, but, I'm trying to get some more perspective here. Where's the hatred so much levied towards Cashman, but the Red Sox and the Dodgers and teams that are doing the same exact thing that Cashman did, why are they let off the hook? By Yankee fans. Yankee fans, I would think that the Yankee fans would be defending their own team and people as well. Just a thought. And again, I understand Cashman has to do what Hal wants, right? Hal doesn't run the team the same way that George does. That's a reality. Nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. So, which takes me to the next part. People accuse Cashman of either not spending enough or spending too much on bad contracts. They kind of contradict themselves in some of their arguments that they put out regularly or put out to me or whatever it is. And anytime I disagree, not anytime, but sometimes when I disagree, I get attacked, whatever it is. People are right to do that. Fine. Okay? But again, give me some more insight. How about some facts to back up your claims here? Because those arguments offset each other. Now, I'll say this. The Yankees yet hamstrung themselves for quite a while with stupid contracts like Ellsbury and Pavano, and it actually forced them, to me, in my opinion, to draft better and develop players better, which they've done recently over the past 5 or 6 years. I'll give them credit for that. Okay, and maybe that's not a bad thing because they've been too reliant on these big contracts because they haven't been great at developing players. So, and which I think is not a bad thing either. So the fact that they're developing better now, because when the Yankee teams are at their best, they have a healthy combination of young kids, good role players, and highly paid superstars. That's just the way that it is with the Yankees, okay? And so where I'm confused is this criticism with regards to that, as one reason the Yankees haven't won a World Series in 13 years, which is 13 years is a while for the Yankees, yeah. But the Dodgers, except from their COVID championship in 2020, which they won the title that year, and I don't see an asterisk. But before that, they hadn't won a World Series in almost 30 years. Or about 30 years on the dot, actually. Where are these Yankee fans attacking teams like that who do the same exact things? The Dodgers, Padres spend wildly, haven't done anything, haven't shown anything. Okay? The Red Sox have won a couple titles, yeah, but they do the same exact things too. Okay? Where's all the hate levied towards these other teams who do the same things the Yankees do? And I understand Yankee fans, we're going to push our team. We'll probably be a little bit more critical of our team in certain areas. I get that because we want our team to be great. Okay? And we're passionate and we're pretty well versed on Yankee stuff. But why so much hate towards Cashman? Why so much hate towards the franchise? Are they that enough? Could you do a better job? And if so, why aren't you applying for the GM position when Cashman's contract is up at the end of the year? Okay? Why don't you call him yourself or have him on your channel or have him on Twitter or whatever you want to, wherever you want to attack him? Okay? Let him defend his positions rather than calling the man names where he's not in a position to defend himself. Have him on. Have a discussion with him. I've invited him on here. Maybe one day he'll come on. Okay? Maybe. I don't know. But again, what's the point of that stuff? Is it, again, are these original thoughts, or are we repeating other people's talking points without anything or any credibility to back any of it up? And again, when I talk about credibility, when the Yankees cry poverty, no credibility at all, in my opinion. None. Randy Levine talks about how. Baloney. Okay? Wildly profitable team. I call it out here too on this end. If people don't like it, that's fine. But where's all this stuff coming from? You know, and the last thing I want to pivot to is like this prospect hoarding accusations from the Yankees. Okay. Prospect hoarding, prospect hugging, or whatever people want to call it. Their core four, I like to call it the core five because I like to add Bernie Williams. So, but they had guys, they let them develop, they kept them, and then they surrounded them with other players, veterans and role players, right? That's prospect hugging. Okay, the Yankees are now in a position to have some players maybe be infused onto this team. Okay, the Volpes and maybe the Sweeneys and the Luis Hills and the Oswald Peraza, which people like, It's what's funny because I get, they're accusing them of prospect hoarding, but nobody wants to trade Volpe. I don't either. Nobody wants to trade Dominguez because people call him the next Mickey Mantle. Who in the world is calling him that? Why? I don't understand that stuff. It's just like people who say the Yankees can do whatever they want anytime they want, signing in free agency. Who told you that? Who's feeding you this information? Cashman's not. Okay? They live in reality just like everybody else. Not everybody wants to take Yankee money or has the balls or the personality or the thick skin to come and play in New York. It's a different environment. This isn't Milwaukee. This isn't Sheboygan or Idaho, whatever. This is a different world here. People eat you alive. Obviously, the fans are doing it on a regular basis. Okay? And again, when it's justified, I call them out too. But where is this hate levied, and why are other teams being left off the hook? And this prospect hugging thing, yeah, the Yankees don't want to pay the ransom, but nobody else wants to pay the ransom for Brian Reynolds. Nobody else. No, Miami's not jumping on it. The Padres, no one else is. Oh, and by the way, prospect hugging, Gavin Lux, Cody Bellinger, Bristol Gratterall, Dustin May, guys like that, Cody Bellinger, right? Prospect hugging by the Dodgers. Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna, Dansby Swanson. Prospect hugging by the Braves, right? Why are the Yankees prospect hugging, but the other teams are being smart by letting young kids play? Where is there a difference? Why are Yankee fans creating this unfair standard for the Yankees while letting other teams off the hook for doing the same exact things? I'm asking because I want some insights in the comments down below. People are welcome to disagree with me. I say this on a regular basis. It's welcome. It makes the channel better. Okay? So let's get into this. Give me some more feedback, please. Okay? Because again, people are welcome to call me out too. But I'm going to call out other people, and people want to attack me, and then let's come on here, and we'll debate. We'll have a nice discussion. If you're going to be rude, then I'm going to come after you. Just know that. Okay? But then again, these are the questions I had today. And I'm a little confused. That's why I'm asking. And it frustrates me sometimes, too. I want to know why. Your perspective is important, and it's welcome. I want to understand your side, your position a little bit more better. And again, where are you getting your information from is the other question. That's one of the main questions, because it'll give me a little bit better perspective as to what things are being communicated. Let's get into this.